Hello and welcome to video 2 of 2020 Vision, my programme designed to give you a clear picture of who you are, what you want and how to get it. In this video we're going to be talking about what are you good at, and that's because we're looking at self-esteem and life satisfaction. Self-esteem is measuring our worth, that is what we think we are good at and how we value it. And the criteria we use to measure our worth and get a picture of our own self-esteem can vary, but they tend to be around things like success in our careers, how our relationships are running, our financial situation, our emotional state, that sort of thing. And often when we measure our value, measure our worth, how we build our self-esteem is by looking at where we're successful, where we're achieving. And these are often big picture things. But there are other things that build our self-esteem, like the small everyday things that we take for granted, that we know we're good at, but either we don't think about or we no longer use certain skills anymore, and so we've forgotten just how accomplished we really are. As Mother Teresa says, we can't all do great things, but we can all do small things with great love. And we can love doing those small things. Let me give you an example. I love touch typing. I was a secretary for my entire career, and I learned how to touch type about 20 years ago. It gave me the ability to do my job, but I love touch typing for more reasons than just it's a skill that gets me a job. I love it because it enables me to communicate vast amounts of information quickly, but also because it's kind of relaxing and therapeutic. Feeling the keys clicking under my fingers and hearing the sound of the clicking. When I do it, it makes me feel efficient, organised, skillful. It's a small, not very sexy skill, but using my skill makes me feel good. And I bet there are loads of things that you do, or that you can do, that you used to do, that made you feel good, that you were good at, and that you take for granted. And when you're looking at making changes in your life and enjoying a greater sense of life satisfaction, at looking at who you really are, these small skills are vital. They play a vital part in building that picture. So here's today's action point. Get your notepad and pen out again. And now think about all the things you can do, all the skills you have. Are you a cook? Do you have a good memory? Are you a good listener? Do people come to you and confide in you and ask your advice? Can you speak a language, however rustily? Are you good with technology? Can you fold origami shapes? There are all sorts of things that we can do that we either just take for granted because we've always done them, or we don't do them anymore and we've forgotten how good we were at them. Now, when you've made your list, for each activity, I want you to think about how you felt the last time you used that particular skill. What did it add to your life? How did you feel? And then I want you to ask yourself, what aspect of your personality is being neglected or denied because you either don't really appreciate this skill that you have, or you're no longer using it? Are you a creative person who's too tired to be creative because you've worked all day and when you get home you just want to put your feet up? Are you somebody who loves to make connections with people on a deep and meaningful level, but you can't do that in your current situation? Do you just like to cook? And yet there's not enough time and you tend to bung ready meals into the oven. What are you not fully expressing? Because life to me is all about living fully and living free. And the choices we make in the circumstances that we're in sometimes reduce our freedom to live as fully as we'd like. But there's always the option to make other choices. And here's the last part of the action point. Think now about how can you incorporate some of these old skills back into your life, maybe in a new way. Maybe you can join a club and start pursuing that activity again. Or maybe you can teach that skill to others and make some money out of it. Maybe you could start your own business. Maybe you could volunteer. Because if you're not feeling so great about yourself and feeling so great about your life, volunteering your skill will make you feel so great. Because you can't be unhappy when you see that you're making other people happy. So just have a think about that. What are you good at that you've forgotten how good you are at? How can you use that? How can it enrich your life again? That is this video's action point. Good luck with it. I would love your feedback, so let me know how it goes, and I'll speak to you soon.